inaugural meeting of the State Executive Council as reconstituted held today in the council chambers of the governor's office here in Akwa, Ibom State. The meeting commenced at 1 p.m. and it was fully constituted, and the governor's council sat as the chairman that he is. And of course, the first item on the order or the agenda was the reconstitution of the new Executive Council following the swearing in of new commissioners and special advisors yesterday by the governor. So the governor formally did that, and he called for dedication and committed service by all honorable commissioners and special advisors in their respective ministries to help drive further and deepen this rights agenda that his administration is committed to. Of course, he called for dedicated service and called on every ministry, particularly the new ministries, to develop their plans and set their targets in line with the tenets of their rights agenda, and tasked ESCO members, especially in the new ministries, to study all of the components and pillars of their rights agenda for proper understanding and target setting. He thereafter tasked the Ministry of Sports particularly to ensure the development of sporting activities like such as school sports, and of course the commencement of the building of the sports academy, which he did promise the people during electioneering campaign. The governor in council wants to see that happen as quickly as possible. He also tasked the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, the Honorable Commissioner is here, the Ministry of Women Affairs and others to hit the ground running and ensure accountability and effective mobilization of especially the women folk who are our greatest cheerleaders in this whole process. One of the key decisions of today's council meeting was the renaming of what used to be the Ministry of Economic Development. Is now rechristened the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning. And good enough, the Honorable Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning is here in person. He will shed more light. And the governor in council directed the posting of an additional permanent secretary to that ministry, permanent secretary budget. So the ministry will have two permanent secretaries, the general duties permanent, the general permanent secretary, and the permanent secretary budget, to help in aligning budgeting and planning within one warehouse to ensure effective development of the state.
Hitherto, we used to have Minister of Finance controlling the current aspect of the budget, and Minister of Economic Development controlling the capital aspect of the budgeting. And since budgeting is the major tools in planning in government, His Excellency has considered the need to mesh the two components of the budget planning into one. Now, that is under one ministry he called Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning. This is to enable effectiveness in planning all through the year, and also supervisions of budget performance. I think that's the idea that His Excellency decided to mesh the budgeting process for effective planning in the state.
As the pioneer commissioner of the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs, we have great plans with regards to their rights agenda.
Other items that came was a review of the 35 new projects that the governor has set to be flagged off between now and May 29th to ensure they are very rich projects, all 35. And he also appointed delivery advisors to each of these projects. So the delivery advisors will now be there. This will be gentlemen and ladies with institutional knowledge of each project. So they will be able to align conceptualization to actualization and create that synergy that is needed in understanding the flow of projects and how it should be done, and the tasks followed through within timelines. And all of this, he explained this rule so that the people will understand that there is no conflict. It's all designed to ensure success of every project. The council took note of the proposed mandate that he wants to flag off the development of the Maritime corridor in Oron, and that will include the shore protection project, construction of jetties, development of ferry terminal, warehouse development of industrial cold room, and of course recreational facilities within that maritime corridor in Oron, so we can boost maritime activities, economic activities, create recreational activities, and then create the business support facilities such as the cold room. to help those who are doing businesses within the maritime and ecosystem. The meeting came to an end at about 5 p.m. and the council rose to allow the governor attend to the official activities as you all witnessed. I want to thank you so very much for listening to all.